Okay, so if you haven't already figured it out, it's the general collective that wants to learn. We all want to learn. We all want to grow. We all want to heal. We all want to mature emotionally. We all want to develop into the best versions of ourselves that we can be. It's not just one person beating another. It's not just one being better than the other. That's the ego taking over. And the ego was just built to protect us, especially when we were younger. If we suffered any kind of traumas or turmoil or anything like that, honestly, when it comes to the general collective, we all want to be a part of this bigger picture. We all want to be a part of the bigger canvas. We all want to paint something so magical for ourselves that it is the new world. It is the beginning of something spectacular. I almost want to use that word. We all want to be important. We all want to matter. We all want our voices to be heard. We all want others to understand us. We need to go within and understand ourselves first before we can do that. And that's what a lot of people are starting to wake up and understand. This was taken from us because there's certain people on top that wanted to stay on top and they were still stuck in their ego. They still had things to heal from. And there's no judgment without fully understanding coming from me anyways. I understand there's people out there that have suffered horrible fucking things. And I understand that there's people still stuck in their ego and all it is a competition. That's never the way it was supposed to be. We were supposed to go within and heal. We were supposed to learn, spiritually even. Yes, we can use religion to dive deep into our darker shadow side, to learn, to love, and have compassion for others. But when our ego gets in the way, it makes it very hard for us to do that. When we become competitive with other people instead of competitive within our own selves and trying to learn ourselves and master ourselves and heal from within, it almost blinds us to the bigger picture of what we're supposed to be doing right now. I want to learn. I want to learn new things. I want to develop who I am even more so than I already have. And I want you to do that for yourself as well. I want you to find out the deepest, darkest parts and heal every aspect of yourself so nobody can take advantage of you, so nobody can hurt you, so nobody can use handles against you, so other people that are stuck in their ego can't swap places with you or steal what was meant to be yours. There's people that came before us, prehistory even. There's ancestors of ours that are begging for us to pay attention and listen to the signs and synchronicities so that we could heal these sort of things that maybe they didn't do. Or maybe they did and they want to pass that knowledge down to us and they want us to heal. There's a lot of things that I could say right now out of ego. But my goal here is not to get likes, shares, subscribes. That's not the goal. It does help my channel thrive. It does help it to continue putting out messages for other people. It does help the general collective learn, because every time I learn, since I'm connected to other people, they learn as well. Whether or not they choose to go down that path as their own, it's free will. But every time I've learned something, every time I go within, every time I heal an aspect of myself or a portion of myself that was in so much pain, I know full well there are many people connected to me that are going to pick up on that. They're going to start being influenced by that. They're going to heal as well. They learn as much as I learn. We can all do this together. We can all work together. If we keep fighting each other, that's where the whole... have them fighting themselves, pit them against each other, have them battling out the stupid, mundane bullshit, having them fight over materialistic things that have no value in the spiritual realm. Energy is important. The most, the most valuable thing we have is human energy, the ability to create, which is connected to source. Our inner children, even children just being born now, the new generations are connected to source. Teaching them how to heal and how to stay grounded and how to use their gifts, talents, and abilities for good is very important right now. It's almost like, it almost feels like I'm pleading with individuals that come across my channel that may be skeptical, or that may be on the fence, or that maybe haven't crossed over, or they haven't had the death and rebirth because they're still stuck in their ego. It's almost like I'm pleading for them. Do the work, do the shadow work, go within, it's worth it. Because not only every time you heal yourself, you're healing the next generation, the less baggage and bullshit they have to carry. Why would you ever want to put that onto them? Because it's hard? I was once told when I was younger that life is hard. It's only as hard as we make it. It's only as difficult as we make it. And every time we put burdens onto the children to carry, we're making it hard for them. Every time we don't learn within ourselves. I personally don't have children. I made that decision, and I chose to sacrifice the ability to bring a new life into this world because I wanted to mother myself. I wanted to heal myself. I knew that was more important than anything else. I don't have the urge to procreate and bring another person into this world without fully understanding myself first, because I know the complications that arise when we do not heal ourselves, how much we how much we pass on to the next of kin, how much pain we can hurt the next of kin if we do not do the healing within. I fully am comprehending this. I am fully aware of it, and I know every time I learn something new, every time I strive for bettering myself, I'm helping other people too. It's not just about me. It is, but it isn't, in the sense that when a person is fully self-indulgent and they're healing themselves and they're putting themselves first, which may come off as selfish to other people, it's a good kind of selfish, because what you're doing is you're making sure you're okay so that other people around you can be okay. When you fully understand yourself to the utmost capacity, when you fully grasp the shadow side and the light aspect of yourself, when you understand the duality within yourself, you can understand other people, which avoids the chaos, the animosity, the hate, the jealousy, the anger. Any of those negative things can be healed. They just want to be heard too. Those energies, those entities, they want to be understood. There's a reason for their existence. It is a lesson. And when we fail to understand that lesson, they thrive, because that's all they know. When you love and you come at it from an angle of love, an angel of love, when you come at it and you take a hold of that energy and you say, listen, I understand. I know exactly why you exist. I feel your pain. I'm empathic to your pain. I understand what you're going through. I may not have suffered in the same very ways, but we all go through certain things very similar to one another. I understand why you exist, and I acknowledge it fully. Then you begin the healing process. Then you are able to move forward. Then it no longer becomes a block or a handle for other people to use against you. All the triggers that other people and yourself carry are just from traumas that we experienced. Even if it wasn't just our own, it was placed on us from either our relatives, friends, family, people around us that all have energetically ties to one another. It becomes a lesson for us all to learn. Okay? And look who is the only one that was facing up. Okay? It's time now for us all to go within and do what we need to do. Not just for ourselves, but if you have children, especially unborn children coming into this world, they need your help. They need your help. If you want to do the right thing, they need your help. They need your cooperation. The divine universe, God, whoever you believe in, needs your cooperation, needs your help. They need you to focus on yourself and help yourself first. They need you to be able to develop a sense of self and to discern the difference between the energies or whatever tests and lessons that are being given. to you in your daily life. Every person that you meet is showing you a part of yourself. Every person that you interact with, it's very important that we go within and do the initial work. There's times where we're being handed our asses on a silver platter, so to speak, by the divine universe. It's like a divine intervention. A huge tower happens and you're being forced to sit down and think and go within and do the work. Some people choose to do this on a regular basis on their own terms, and they understand the effects it has on the general collective. Other people are being forced to be put in these positions, and instead of recognizing that because they weren't taught, they struggle because they fail to understand that it is a lesson, it is something to grow from. Even though in most horrible situations, even when it comes to war and all that, that's an external reflection of what's going on internally with the collective consciousness. And I know how much it hurts. I could sit here all day and tell you I know exactly how you feel. I've been through hell and back, and I came out on the other side of it. It took a lot of self-discipline. It took a lot of courage. It took a lot of trust. It took a lot of faith. It took a lot of self-love to get to the point that I'm at right now. Was it easy? Not necessarily, but I fought myself along the way. And every time I fought other people, every time I went up against other people, it was just me fighting myself because I felt like I had something to prove. And again, that's like a handle, like a trigger. But once you heal that part of it and you pick and choose your battles and you're no longer going head to head with every single person that tries to challenge you, you discern the difference. You witness in other people what you've already been through. So you have that understanding, you have the compassion, and you can make better choices moving forward. So if you come across my channel and you resonate with this, you're more than welcome to like, share, subscribe. You're more than welcome to put down a comment of the true warrior that you are. If you do not like what I have to say, then don't like my videos, don't subscribe, don't share, don't do anything. Just digest the information that I've given you right now because you already know this. You're well aware of this. Your higher self's been guiding you too, not just your shadow side. Regardless of whether or not you want to acknowledge either side or if you even believe in any of this stuff, you're a vessel. Your human flesh, your body, is meant to be treated like a temple and taken care of because you are carrying valuable information. Your DNA, all the information that's been given from your ancestors to you, you are very valuable. You're like a gem, okay? Or a diamond, whatever you want to call it. You're very important to this whole process too. Even if you want to fight, you want to argue, you're upset, you're angry, you're hurt, you're still important. Even if you go around hurting other people, the minute you acknowledge that you're responsible for healing yourself is the minute you start healing. Instantaneously, the moment you take accountability for yourself and how you act, how you think, how you feel, how you carry your vibrational frequency, what you carry for others, what you take on, the minute you acknowledge all those things, and that requires going within, doing the introspection, the shadow work, hermit mode, whatever you want to call it, the minute you do that, it's not what other people say. It's not what other people tell you to do. It's you knowing yourself inside and out so that nobody can control you, not with mind tricks, not with gaslighting, not with mimicry, not with anything like that. It's you knowing you better than anybody else because you know yourself. And then loving yourself for both sides. Understanding that sometimes the shadow side has to come out to protect you, and sometimes the light has to come out to be compassionate, to understand the situation or share with other people, to be the healer that you're meant to be. You will bring in your own justice. You don't have to keep fighting this chaos. You don't have to keep going up against other people to try to prove your worth or your value to anybody. You don't need to keep trying to destroy other people to try to, you don't need to keep attacking other people to try to reclaim what was already yours. The only way you claim what was yours is to heal from within. The only way you get to hold that energy and stand in your own power, in your own vibrational signature frequency, is by healing yourself. You want justice? You give yourself justice by doing you right. Do right by you. That inner child of yours is crying out for you to listen. And sometimes children can be ruthless. Sometimes children will act out. Sometimes children will throw tantrums. Sometimes children will do things to get your attention. Acknowledging it and seeing it for what it is the lesson for you. The next time somebody triggers you into a certain emotional response, acknowledge why. And instead of reacting, use your common sense. This person's really pissing me off. It's upsetting me. It's hurting me. Why? And don't focus on the other person, what they're doing. Okay? Because they're a part of your reality too. They're showing you something. You can say thank you to them. Be like, thank you. Thank you for triggering the shit out of me right now and making me take a moment to see what it is that I need to fucking see. Thank you for helping me. And the fact that I'm so emotionally triggered by you right now means I understand exactly how you're feeling right now. If somebody triggers you in a good way, say thank you. Thank you for acknowledging me. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for showing compassion or understanding. Thank you for helping me. Use your willpower to discern the difference between both sides of you. Use that strength within you. Everything you've been given to this very point, use it all. All the knowledge, all the wisdom that you've been given. Don't fight yourself on it. Acknowledge both sides and what they're trying to show you right now. And every time you heal another portion of yourself, you're healing the next generation. You're healing your bloodline. You're breaking curses. You're tearing down and dismantling all those negative things that were placed up to block us from our future, what we all deserve. And then when that's all said and done, say thank you to yourself for making it this far. Congratulations. You survived. You're a survivor. You're a warrior. You're not a victim. The only way you can be a victim is if you don't learn the lesson and you allow others to continually do what they do. By not setting healthy boundaries, by teaching other people it's okay to hurt you or harm you or do certain things. If you're a child watching this under the age of 18, please speak to somebody that you trust. If you can't trust certain people, there are other places out there have programs. There are other people, we call them earth angels, other people out there that will help you. Don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to tell the truth. Don't be afraid to reach out or seek help. If you're a grown adult and you're suffering and you're going through it and you feel like there's no way out, that's a mindset, that's a program to tell you that there is no other way. That's somebody that implanted in you young that you're meant to suffer and you're not. It's a part of it, but that's not your whole life. Okay? You're a warrior. You can get through this. My love. I share my strength. I share my gifts, my knowledge, my wisdom that comes from me from divine guidance to share with you. I will share my energy with you because it is abundant. I have no problem sharing my cup with another person. Do not abuse me. Do not use me. Do not try to use it against me, because that will have severe consequences. Pretty sure most of you that are on my channel, especially my subscribers, understand this fully. You're responsible for yourself. If you are still unsure and you're not awake and aware to what's going on, especially in the spiritual aspect of things, do your best to research, ask questions. You can reach out to me, you can talk to me, you can ask other people too that are doing this sort of thing in this community. You can ask. Doesn't hurt to ask. Okay? I want to give you a hug. I want to tell you it's going to be all right, because it is. And I can't hug you through the camera. I can't reach through, but I hope my energy speaks for itself. Trust there is an answer to your prayers, whatever it is that you're seeking, and it's not in a negative sort of energy. It's not seeking vengeance. It's not in any of the lower vibrational energies. That's not how we do this. Those are just there to teach you something. They need to be acknowledged. I love you. You should love you, because you're worthy of love. You're worthy of more than you know. We can do this together. We can work together. We can help the next generations coming. They're not awake yet. Some wake up really early. We can help them. We can help ourselves as well.